Not to be a lesson about. He just said, "I'm 85. I'm looking forward to getting stronger."
This is incredible. Yeah. Anyone who wants to knock anything about like raw diet or anything, I mean, you've been doing it for a long time. You look great.
You can't knock it. People that knock it haven't experienced. If they listen, I'm more than willing to say it's not for everybody. In fact, it might be for just people that are really, striving for the highest ideals in everything. And that's my philosophy is not to settle for mediocrity in anything I do. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the reasons.
Man, this guy's so amazing.
That's one of the reasons I got into eating a raw food diet. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, as I told you before, I thought I shot myself in the foot. But now, am I glad I did it? Yes, I believe that somebody that knows how to do an all raw diet, that gets into it, I believe you have a very good chance of living 100 or beyond. So that's what I always kid. I always tell people I'm kind of living in the death zone now because this is where a lot of people die, So I want to see what a lot of people are waiting, and I'm waiting to see what's going to happen to me. But what I'm really doing is I tell my grandson, what I'm doing is I'm planning for the next 30 years. I want to watch him grow up more. So I'm kidding, of course, but whatever happens.
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't put anything past you, sir.
Yeah.
I think you could definitely make it.
Listen, I have an attitude of gratitude. After what happened to me, that was kind of a humbling experience because I wouldn't say I was cocky. I'm not that type of a person. But I always figured, listen, I'm not going to get sick. When that happened to me, and when I went through that experience, and when I was laying in that bed, I said to myself, oh, boy, this is going to be a close call. But, I got a lot of faith in God, and I hung right in there. I wasn't scared.
A lot of people, sir, would have not had this mindset and would have not made it out of that bed. Most of the people would not have made it out of that bed. Probably just because they probably would see the writing on the wall, they'd probably give up.
No, I don't give up. I'm not the type of guy to give up. No, everything I do, I don't give. I just don't. It's not my nature. I ran through a marathon once. It was 10 below zero without the wind chill factor. Got severe frostbite. And the state trooper combined says, "Hey, listen, you better get in the car." He says, "Nobody's on the road anymore." So I said, "How far is the finish line?" He said, "About 4 miles." I said, "I'm going to make it." And I made it. I could have given up. My ear had very bad frostbite. It was leaking. It was stuck my nose. It was all black here. I had a bullseye around my nose. And when I went home, my wife says, is that you? What happened to you?
Wow.
Damn. I'm not going to give up.
every time I come up to Vermont and hang out with Judd and his friends, I feel like a pussy.